Welcome. We are on day 47 of the chronological Bible in a year. Take a breath and take a moment to celebrate that you have set this time aside to hear God's word. We are going to go through Numbers chapter 8 and 9 and the beginning of Leviticus. Let's begin in Numbers chapter 8. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron and say to him, when you mount the lamps, the 7 lamps will provide light in front of the lampstand." Therefore Aaron did so. He mounted its lamps at the front of the lampstand, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Now this was the workmanship of the lampstand: hammered work of gold, from its base to its flower ornamentation it was hammered work, according to the pattern which the Lord had shown Moses. So he made the lampstand. Again the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites from among the sons of Israel and cleanse them. This is what you shall do to them for their cleansing. Sprinkle purifying water on them, and have them use a razor over their whole body, and they shall wash their clothes and cleanse themselves. Then have them take a bowl with its grain offering, fine flour mixed with oil, and you shall take a second bowl as a sin offering. So you shall present the Levites in front of the tent of meeting. You shall also assemble the whole congregation of the sons of Israel, and present the Levites before the Lord. And the sons of Israel shall lay their hands on the Levites. Aaron shall present the Levites before the Lord as a wave offering from the sons of Israel, so that they may qualify to perform the service of the Lord. Now the Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the bowls. Then you are to offer the one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering to the Lord, to make atonement for the Levites. And you shall have the Levites stand before Aaron and his sons, so as to present them as a wave offering to the Lord. So you shall single out the Levites from among the sons of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. Then, after the Levites may go in to serve the tent of meeting. But you shall cleanse them and present them as a wave offering, for they are exclusively given to me from among the sons of Israel. I have taken them for myself instead of the firstborn of every womb, the firstborn of all the sons of Israel. For every firstborn among the sons of Israel is mine, among the people and among the animals. And on the day that I fatally struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself. But I have taken the Levites instead of every firstborn among the sons of Israel. And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the sons of Israel, to perform the service of the sons of Israel at the tent of meeting, and to make atonement on behalf of the sons of Israel, so that there will be no affliction among the sons of Israel due to their approaching the sanctuary. So this is what Moses, Aaron, and all the congregation of the sons of Israel did to the Levites, according to everything that the Lord had commanded Moses regarding the Levites. So the sons of Israel did to them. The Levites too purified themselves from sin and washed their clothes. And Aaron presented them as a wave offering before the Lord. Aaron also made atonement for them to cleanse them. Then, after that, the Levites went in to perform their service in the tent of meeting before Aaron and his sons, just as the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "This is what applies to the Levites. From 25 years old and upward, they shall enter to perform service in the work of the tent of meeting. But at the age of 50 years, they shall retire from service in the work and not work any more. They may, however, assist their brothers in the tent of meeting to fulfill an obligation, but they themselves shall do no work. In this way you shall deal with the Levites in their obligations. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Now the sons of Israel are to celebrate the Passover at its appointed time. On the 14th day of this month, at twilight, you shall celebrate it at its appointed time. You shall celebrate it in accordance with all its statutes and all its ordinances. So Moses told the sons of Israel to celebrate the Passover. And they celebrated the Passover in the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at twilight, in the wilderness of Sinai, in accordance with everything that the Lord had commanded Moses. So the sons of Israel did. But there were some men who were unclean because of contact with a dead person, so that they could not celebrate Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and Aaron on that day. Those men said to him, Though we are unclean because of a dead person, why are we kept from presenting the offering of the Lord at its appointed time among the sons of Israel? Moses then said to them, Wait, and I will listen to what the Lord will command concerning you. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, If any one of you or of your generations becomes unclean because of a dead person or is on a distant journey, he may, however, celebrate the Passover to the Lord. In the second month, on the 14th day at twilight, they shall celebrate it. They shall eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall not leave any of it until morning, nor break a bone of it. They shall celebrate it in accordance with the whole statute of the Passover. But the person who is clean and is not on a journey, yet refrains from celebrating the Passover, that person shall be cut off from his people, because he did not present the offering of the Lord at its appointed time. That person will bear the responsibility for his sin. And if a stranger resides among you and celebrates the Passover to the Lord, according to the statute of the Passover and its ordinance, so he shall celebrate it. You shall have the same statute both for the stranger and for the native of the land. Leviticus chapter 1. Now the Lord called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, When any one of you brings an offering to the Lord, you shall bring your offering of livestock from the herd or the flock. If his offering is a burnt offering from the herd, he shall offer a male without defect. He shall offer it at the doorway of the tent of meeting, so that he may be accepted before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand on the head of the burnt offering, so that it may be accepted for him to make atonement on his behalf. Then he shall slaughter the bull before the Lord, and Aaron's sons, the priests, shall offer up the blood and sprinkle the blood around on the altar that is at the doorway of the tent of meeting. He shall then skin the burnt offering and cut it into its pieces. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall put fire on the altar and arrange wood on the fire. Then Aaron's sons, the priests, shall arrange the pieces with the head and the suet on the wood, which is on the fire that is on the altar. Its entrails, however, and its legs he shall wash with water. And the priest shall offer all of it up in smoke on the altar as a burnt offering, an offering by fire, as a soothing aroma to the Lord. But if his offering is from the flock, either from the sheep or from the goats, as a burnt offering, he shall offer a male without defect, and he shall slaughter it on the side of the altar northward before the Lord, and Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle its blood around on the altar. He shall then cut it into its pieces with its head and its suet, and the priest shall arrange them on the wood which is on the fire that is on the altar. The entrails, however, and the legs he shall wash with water. And the priest shall offer all of it and offer it up in smoke on the altar. It is a burnt offering, an offering by fire of a soothing aroma to the Lord. But if his offering to the Lord is a burnt offering of birds, then he shall bring his offering from the turtle doves or from the young doves. The priest shall bring it to the altar and pinch off its head and offer it up in smoke on the altar, and its blood is to be drained out on the side of the altar. He shall also remove its craw with its feathers and throw it beside the altar eastward to the place of the fatty ashes. Then he shall tear it by its wings, but shall not sever it. And the priest shall offer it up in smoke on the altar, on the wood which is on the fire. It is a burnt offering, an offering by fire of a soothing aroma to the Lord. Now, when anyone presents a grain offering as an offering to the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour, and he shall pour oil on it and put frankincense on it. He shall then bring it to Aaron's sons, the priests, and he shall take from it his handful of its fine flour and of its oil, with all of its frankincense. And the priest shall offer it up in smoke as a memorial portion on the altar, an offering of fire of a soothing aroma to the Lord. The remainder of the grain offering belongs to Aaron and his sons, a most holy part of the offerings to the Lord by fire. Now, when you bring an offering of a grain offering baked in an oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, or unleavened wafers spread with oil. And if your offering is a grain offering made on the griddle, then it shall be made of fine flour, unleavened, mixed with oil. You shall break it into bits and pour oil on it. It is a grain offering. Now, if your offering is a grain offering made in a pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. When you bring in the grain offering, which is made of these things to the Lord, it shall be presented to the priest, and he shall bring it to the altar. The priest then shall take up from the grain offering its memorial portion, and shall offer it up in smoke on the altar as an offering of fire of a soothing aroma to the Lord. The remainder of the grain offering belongs to Aaron and his sons, a most holy part of the offerings to the Lord by fire. No grain offering which you bring to the Lord shall be made with leaven, for you shall not offer up in smoke any leaven or any honey as an offering by fire to the Lord. As an offering of first fruits, you shall bring them to the Lord, but they shall not ascend as a soothing aroma on the altar. Every grain offering of yours, moreover, you shall season with salt, so that the salt of the covenant of your God will not be lacking from your grain offering. With all your offerings you shall offer salt. Also, if you bring a grain offering of early ripened things to the Lord, you shall bring fresh heads of grain roasted in the fire, crushed grain of new growth, for the grain offering of your early ripened produce. Then you shall put oil on it and place incense on it. It is a grain offering. Then the priest shall offer up in smoke its memorial portion, part of its crushed grain, and its oil with all its incense as an offering by fire to the Lord. Now, if his offering is a sacrifice of peace offerings, if he is going to offer from the herd, whether male or female, he shall offer it without defect before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand on the head of his offering and slaughter it at the doorway of the tent of meeting. And Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle the blood around on the altar. From the sacrifice of the peace offerings, He shall then present an offering by fire to the Lord, the fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them, which is on the loins, and the lobe of the liver, which he shall remove with the kidneys. Then Aaron's sons shall offer it up in smoke on the altar on the burnt offering, which is on the wood that is on the fire. It is an offering by fire of a soothing aroma to the Lord. But if his offering for a sacrifice of peace offerings to the Lord is from the flock, he shall offer it, male or female, without defect. If he is going to offer a lamb for his offering, then he shall offer it before the Lord, and he shall lay his hand on the head of his offering and slaughter it in front of the tent of meeting, and Aaron's sons shall sprinkle its blood around on the altar. From the sacrifice of peace offerings he shall then bring as an offering by fire to the Lord its fat, the entire fat tail, which he shall remove close to the backbone, the fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them, which is on the loins, and the lobe of the liver, which he shall remove with the kidneys. Then the priest shall offer it up in smoke on the altar as food, an offering by fire to the Lord. Now if his offering is a goat, then he shall offer it before the Lord, and he shall lay his hand on its head and slaughter it in front of the tent of meeting, and the sons of Aaron shall sprinkle its blood around on the altar. From it he shall present his offering as an offering by fire to the Lord. The fat that covers the entrails, and all the fat that is on the entrails, and the 2 kidneys with the fat that is on them, which is on the loins, and the lobe of the liver, which he shall remove with the kidneys. The priests shall offer them up in smoke on the altar as food, an offering by fire, as a soothing aroma. All fat is the Lord's. It is a permanent statute throughout your generations in all your dwelling places. You shall not eat fat or any blood. Thank you for listening. I pray that the seed of God's word will be planted in your heart and will continue to grow.